Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things you Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are, you're my everything. See, I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ebusia for me ma obi bia kwaba eba yedwumedi so enen so adom nenti no ya san etwa ye ho na wotwe na kwaba na ye di se adwumedi no esa brem me gidi se baby biara wo ankrankra bia baby bia wo bia no ho ye na asomdwe nso ewo ho yenim say na otwe mu nyina ntokwa esisi baby na mom megidi se wonkwa baby a wo hye ne de adom na twa ho ahia nte ho ye nti se ba ne san so de a ene ebeka se beda otwe de ampo ase se wadom ye ne ene na yemfa yedwumedie a yede bra ma kwan every Friday bia no yesan e de bra mo Mediani Manyeti, Mesrel says, Uba na obeto yen so abomodia say, Ubebo modia no a share program no na or fufron so enya sa enimdi. I hire BWF Solicitors for my Booms education platform, FN legal hour. Abribia yeba ma kwan near the Bremo. Na say yeba ni say na etrese bibi ken na esese yesua hu nimdie anase yehu ne eko anase bibia wunim na aloyafo no e de abrel se sisia no sa de we o se wuhu na wuhu nso a ebedi aboa enti ebeye mede se obeka me ho fiti na wa up to time a ebewie donc no 11 don't create one so 11 o'clock in the morning sharp na say wa ye wie program no ena meni agi ampa meni agi isanse eba no sa visa nsem na ya na kama koma dodo na okodi visa na asemesi na mo minti titiro a yede buy minti ho ansa me resource person so ewa ha a ono nso no de bia munim no pe mu ba akopɛ na ninim de ekwetire yi enche bia meyi ni ho edi na ono nso wehu na yede dwumedie no atoa so na mom ansa na ye behye bibia se no mesre we ni de metwa me ho se mapɛ me de nso bi egu mamre mu na masan ba na yede dwumedie no ahya ase twa me enko bia.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services. Welcome to BWF Solicitors, a trusted and experienced law firm specializing in immigration and nationality, appeals and judicial review, dispute resolution, family and matrimonial, and other family law disputes with international context. These include matters such as private child arrangement orders, contestant and uncontested divorce, non-molestation for domestic violence, and financial remedy. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you at such a difficult time. Our advice is delivered in a confidential and sensitive manner. Meet Bernard Owusu, our esteemed senior partner. With over 32 years of experience and known for his expertise and dedication to serving our clients and the community. BWF Solicitors stands for integrity, respect, excellence, teamwork, diversity, inclusion, and service to the community. We provide tailored assistance specific to your case. At BWF Solicitors, every day is filled with dedication, creativity, and a commitment to finding the best solutions for our clients. Our team at BWF Solicitors is ready to assist you with all your legal needs. You can find us at the 4th floor, Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters, London, N15 4NP. Our main office line is 0208 493 7340, or our emergency line is 07712 761 884.
Yo, yasa akotwa ye ho asan aba megide se wabeto ye ndie na obeka ye ho na ye dwumedie no akwaye ye media ne manyeti uhyam bia na ofre ma na manyeti ameje wo so ene akonya ama ye de yen papa baako e de brew na ode sa nimdie abema ye enti no medi nkan aftonsa afre lawyer Charles Asmah na onfanchi akese ematifo na hwe yi any you can say etifo na hwefo yes then afterwards you better also with the program patrol ask my mama akwa about
Yeah, nya na pomo
adom nko papa adom me ho ye enna no na enso me nta ese me danka kranka na mom yenya hoden de na ya adom nko
Good.
akwa about
Yeah, nya. The fa akwanya we nso echia etiefo ne ahwefo nyinara baby bia obiara ewo no ye de nchia kase ebrel. Yampa ebone say ende we shall enjoy peace
yes
and joy
mm.
from above.
Mm.
Na nia yesu sun say yebeye nende no ebewie epeye amenye nyina.
Yo, lawyer Charles Asmah medawasi ye me bo den sana na me ni age ene yede bia se etiefu amutie me mesre mo amaba so nyina mo nhye dodo na nso mo mfrefre mo ho na mo mbra Charles Emery o se watching you from Ghana Charles medasi pa na share program ne ma me why medasi Margaret nyame nhira o se mo nhye program no mo nhye na enkwechichichichichi le nso mo nhye na enkwechi pa mo mfrefre adofo nyina na mbra Grace adomo he Grace more he just a dodo na ya na mo ba the loyal listeners ade bia mo de empa mo de no mombo mo de na mo bra na yembeti na ni jesem na ye de aba last ma answer na me bomoden aye be koye main topic aye wo no yenim said abribia na ya na nyoma foforo ebetwitwam ebesen bi wa ye nte bi wa ye bete kra na ye too late bi nso a na afei na aba we be see fresh in the system na ye bia na make akosia ne say na update bi sometimes home office for no bibi kitu ebi no ma besisem bibi no ma yenisi ayembia update bi wo ho a esese yehu ansa na yakọ main topic ne so ana say update bia nsheda embaye na otwe nanka yenko yenim patro adaroma
Yo nia ye nim no ano na nia yeguso ebo ho dewuro no over the last 24 hours no surprise bia embaye santi nia ye nim no eno ana yeguso ebo ho dewuro se yebehu anamo a yebetu afa ho.
Yo, last ma medasi ye. Ene yenko enimu na yentu yanamo no. Sene etie ne se etiefo na hwefo se wo hwe me still I insist me pamocho na mon share program no na enko etiri. Na yenim se skill migrant visa dodro na de ba abrochire krom ha na other skill works nso ewo ho a omoma visa but eya na se wenya employer obema o sa sponsor na dodro na so ekwaji visitors visa na visitors visa no ya na yenim se wokọ na omo refusal a na eno ano no wokọ na refusal a na eno ano no na ene lawyers me ba be kire nse nya ne nyina na ye refusal a na kire se watwe asan na wakotena wo ba bi debi dodro no a wo ho a se wo gidi se nyoma etoyie na ye refusal a akwanya bi wo ho a obetumi akọhu omo se debi mempene ana se ubehu na yamo refusal na yasan de ban bi ato so say the figures bi a ekere say ya ban ne wo a ontumi ensan enkogi visa bi for the next 10 years ne ya pa wo na embia hodofo bi wa ha na ye be catch say for the next 10 years no ontumi hu hodofo na we de awareja na say mpraja na wo hu ne wo ye wo hu nti no say na some of these things no wo ho a ubetumi atu ho anamo a ommesen yi nti ene no ye behwe nioma ebetumi aboa yen se ayembia ye refuse visas ni bi say a ubetumi a challenge na wetumi omwetumi asan e de ama obiom. Mejiri say sa topic e be kwa mankrofo bebre because the number of people that apply for visitors visa they getting refused no. Edosu yi obeka say home office for na say Ghana British embassy for na wo Ghana ho no. Obeka say ho no mudidi. Enti omo refuse na che say omo de twa mo sika. Na emom bibi wo ho a obetumi aye. Enti lawyers ma enemy question me dey ba ne say do you know say you can challenge a UK visitors visa refusal and a ban nso no ye betrechre mu den na esi a na esi na ye ban no ansa na wetumi ato ho anamo no akwa challenge na ye yie free ho na che say wo ho ato until last man mesan ato ama obiom na visitors visas no ye all sort of visas and na visitors visas nso ye almost sort of even though the name brought visitors visa but obia ne de enti a obe visit enti ya na ye categories of visitors visa enti no chire mo kakra na afede yenhwe bebia ye refusal a na ubetumi enya ho akwanya na wakwa challenge ne minim say ye wa untumi enya appeal untumi enya hwe visitors visa banu a refusal a untumi enya ho bibia nanso say na bibi wo ho a ubetumi a lawyers ma bacho chire mu
Yo etiefo ne ahwefo da obi biara ase biom se enenso mwenya ebre ne opepa se yebesua ade abom yesua ade no na yenyini ewo ndie mu yekoyenim bia na enye ende na obehia saa ndie bia na ye kina bia na wadamfo unua bi na ohia ti wuhu a na woni afoforo nso ache enti ende no visitors visa applications to the UK.
yeah
Ani insunsuaso a etumi eba ne yebetumi aye afa ho. Now obi bisa say ana say me host e bisa say na visitor visa kra no den. The ka say obi ya visitor sa nipa no oye ohoho a okọ nipa no aso eye ana say na asase so na owie ni a okoye wo ho a ese osign nechi ekọ ni krom and I say baby a owo. So we get visitors coming to our homes, visitors coming to our lands, visitors coming to our countries. And then visitors coming to the UK as a country. There are different types of visits. There were tourist visits. There were family visits. There were business visits.
That's right.
There were academic visits. There were medical visits. And then a womb. That just says, nipa no okwa nya ọkọ akwaye no owie a esese o sign the chi ofi oman no emu untumi enkwaka mu sa wokotena mu. You are a visitor, so a brief visit and you have to return.
Yeah.
So na yenim no UK visas ina no omo policy a omo gina so edi make a decision. Na visitors visa no policy a omo gina so no your friend no appendix visitors. Appendix visitors. Na sa appendix visitor and na producer e dia two screen you see. Producer there are two screens so appendix V or visitor. Now who rules no ewo eho senior yenim no. I said there are 3 types of visitor. Enti standard visitor. So for no or yedma 6 months. So wo kwa embro 6 months. Obi kura yetumi ma no 2 years. Yetumi ma obi 5 years. Yetumi ma obi 10 years. I say, however, each stay in the UK must not exceed the permitted length of stay in the visa, and it is usually 6 months. It is about 2 years to cry. Yes, I will be 2 years. And 10 years, yes, I will got now 10 years. As I say, uko na o sign with you na a brefo from no sign ako UK. Na apart from standard visitors no, your marriage or civil partnership visitor. So for no omo UK akwaware. Omo UK akwaware. Ti among visitors visa to enable them go and marry. Internet so omo your fiancé na omo here permission to enter to marry. We can see some more yibakwe film. The next one is transit visitors. Into transit visitors no, one omo call on my foforo so, but omo aye stop over ewo UK na omo atwa so akọ. And then no baby aye begina bebre no standard visitors. Standard visitors. I say visitors cannot work in the UK, of course, yenim eno dada. Into standard visitors no, yenim say nimpa no bia ya man say okoje 6 months, okoje 2 years, okoje 5 years, and so okoje 10 years. Why omunya 2 years, 5 years, and 10 years no, one omutai etu kwan eko UK. Santi yama long one sa na they don't always have to go back for visits. Na general ones ne de yama wa 6 months because wonta entu kwan bebre sa and say wonhia enhia say obesa akọ UK often and often and often so dia no na 6 months. Either way no and then enkomo ne say, did you know that you can challenge a UK visitor visa refusal and a ban? Nti enkomo no bebre no ebeye refusal with a ban. Refusal with a ban. Because you refuse to you can always apply again. But your ban there, naturally say, for 10 years no, you cannot make any application to the UK. And so refusal with a ban, you can challenge it. Now around 2014, 2015, and yenim no UK aban say this time this application for visitors visa. Now you refuse you cannot appeal. There's also no administrative review right. International say you refuse no. I just was sign your application for. What if you are banned also? You can't do another application. So what can you do? Meanwhile, I'm gonna say no right of admin review or no right of appeal. Now, near SSI no and so ne say UK aban na namujina ni a owo oman foforo so no and a yenim say British High Commission was our ɔman no emu. Na saa foreign embassy and a British embassy na was our ɔman no mu no. Omo eye edwuma a eye UK ɔman SSA oye. Na ministry a eye in charge no and your friend no Secretary of State for Home Department and as a ministry in charge of Home Affairs. Na sa ministry in charge of Home Affairs dodo na friend no Home Office yi a government agency and as a government department. Nti edwuma na omo ye nyina e fall within public law or constitutional law. Na constitutional law na can say a public officer bi eye bribi and as a osusun bribi na emfa emrekwan mu a utumi e challenge no. Meanwhile visitors emrane say omuntumi en challenge aban. Today enombeye. So wuntumi challenge aban directly there, you can go to court and challenge aban at court. And then your friend judicial review. It's not just say we application, yes, no right of admin review, no right of appeal there. You can go straight to court. For admin review, you go to the Home Office directly. Court is a judicial review. Why can you go to court? You can go to court because nipa na o make that decision na ususu say emfa kwan mu and that's once one year ni no to you no ato emra in a way and that's 1 year ni ese say oya ni yie nti say wontumi nkwa nanim enkwa kan che ne say ni oya no anye ni yie dia ene obetumi akọ court because it's a public law matter.
Yes, lawyers ma. Baby odo no yen hodo no kakra na yen ko back kakra. Ye do baby a obekọ court no. Wo feel say near ye refusal na ye de ma no. One ti ase ana wa nipa ko no otro no anye ne ye nti na wo de kọ court no. Na yen bia say na refusal no so mo de ma sa na. Omo kyerɛkyerɛw nienti a omo refuse o nti sɛ nienti a omo refuse o no sɛ eno ɛna wo fo sɛ enti saa anase sɛ ne omo gyina so de refuse ye no wo no wo to me like ye ka sɛ fa we bra fa statement bra fa visitation letter bra fa we nyoma mo atro for applying visitors visa no whatever reason I woko na say omo refuse ya na omo tro na so omo tro na eno na ugidi say ni omo tro no enti sa enti na oni omo ekọ court ana say the first omo refuse no che say adenti na so omo refuse is the same thing though but or say utu one mo na say ni enti omo refuse no say wa wo hwe na ofu say udi forward still can you go to the court say man ye ni ye say ni say ansa na ye do court ho na mpacho
Yo me da se bebre nenti a meka court no say generally no visitors visa unni ye refuse and say e ba ne wa to you no wapem unnim bibia wo beye because ye betro wo mu say you cannot appeal, you cannot go for admin review.
okay.
Dodo ana no munim say no ano no but and then come on am ya tia say refuse na e ba ne wa utumi ekọ court e ma ne ye even though utumi nko Home Office for any.
Okay.
Na question I be say when say then ebe ma ye refuse obi na ya ban no eguso. Then ebe ma ye refuse obi na ya ban no eguso.
Okay.
Enti wo hwa na ye visitors visa nkomo na ye di.
Yeah.
Ye wo bibia ye friend no returnability test e wo appendix V and as a visitor policy no emu. Returnability no say ukwa obeba and as a oba sign wechi. Nti se when to me improve say oba sign wechi there generally no o make say no ye ma o visa o de beko. And then yeah standard refusal and as a general refusal. Na ekoba say omususun say injina so no a wugina yede ye application no kana na bi akobem anase bibi akobem a emfa ekwan mu a wetwa entro ewo beebi a oma ba ne wo enti ye wo part 9 of the immigration rules, paragraph 9.71 and then 9.72. 9.71 of part 9 of the immigration rules no. Now all can say nipa na o make a decision no or ho kwan say o be refuse visa. Say osusu na ohu say ya de visa no ma wo a wo ko akwaka ho de a otumi refuse. And then your friend of discretionary refusal. Discretionary refusal. To be obeka say, I refuse you because the bank statement na wo de buy no, sika na efemu no, e kire say wo kra no, won shada won hu ansum e wo oman na wo mu no. Nti den na e kire say wo kwa wo beba back. Nti obe use ne discretion e refuse. And now so obeka say wode sika ato account no mu na wode nya sika no a wode to mu no enye sika a ebe mu abre nyina ende mesusu se visa wo pese wunya no nti anasa kwan a wo pese wutu nti na wo pese sika bi kwato mu sa nti mejina eno so refuse a discretionary refusal tina cha say about discretionary refusal for visitors visa no a high for case worker na or make a decision, because ono na odi nyoma nyina betuto ho na wa conclude say nimpa we okwa obeba anasa okwa omba. So susu say okwa obeba or the visa no bema o. So susu say okwa omba visa no omfa emma o. Na se ohun susu say ade no a wugina so your application say bank statement edi yebaba nyama mienu eso a yebobo so edi kan application form no any document a wo dey support your application no application form no A to Z from within ekwesi the last one do you have additional information no bibi a wo dey be hye bia no important. Now mama yenti ase say na yafa no VAF visa application form no a mandatory requirement. There's a say fill form no na we submit it. Information wo de begu form ni nyina so no ombegina so na se omususu se bibi wo mu a enye no kra ombegina so atwewa so. Then na ewo mu a ombesusu se enye no kra ebia wo no bank statement first idin ana so say nyoma bi a wodi gugu wodi kaaye no emfa kwan mu eba edin ni date of birth dia eno de obetumi enya wo ho ana say uti edidim because ebetumi aba say what's the sound within and for whatever reason nso nti what's the sound with date of birth bia omode ma wo kane no ana say wo ya kwala na ye mistake nti wunyi ye na wo say omo ye mistake ye wo bia kwesiada na date of birth na omode ma wo no e say kane no na ebie omo a ye wo obi a na ya twero egu wall ana say eban eho na ana say ye boye timu na aka say oh ye wo no na opabere na ya calculate ye bubu asesene sa na ye the date of birth bi amawo bi a wunyini ye na uhu senia nyomatia no uhu say bi a date of birth na ye de mawo no ana say wa wo fu kan kire no yen sa na tie na bi a wasesa ende eto asum na mmom ebi ho a ye bebisa wo say ye refuse visa pen ana ye refuse visa pen ana Na say because you refuse visa pay, yes or no.
No.
And ye essay na wo betro. Nti say who can know. Not just say who can say you refuse visa pay. And now say you say have you ever had your leave cancelled before? Yes or no. Nti aya list. Have you ever had the following before? Refusal, removal from the UK,
Yeah.
cancellation of leave upon arrival at the UK airport or immigration point, overstayed in the UK. What? You may be sending now waka yes or no. And even though a 5 or 6 no, can yes or no. Ebi na baako wo mu a wadwen ankɔ so. Esi nso wadwen ankɔ so wakɔka no.
Yeah.
Now the woman say, "Nya wo kan no omunim dada." They have your record already. Say you refuse you pen no, they know. Say ya you efi UK na ya to akɔ back no, they know. Say ya cancel visa no, they know. Say overstay, they know. Enti ye bisa sa asam no a, ese say wo kan ye wom. Wakɔka no, na o time a omo ye wo nhwehwemu no. Who say yes. Omaka try say, okay say 2016 and I say 2014 and I say whatever no. We your visa application, Emma you refuse. You visa 2024 on your new application form say you refuse to panel. We can know. Let us say we can draw. We can draw ninti. Case worker no ewo to me within the immigration rules say oba refusal. Now what so with their ban. And then you find a mandatory refusal, automatic refusal. Now, mandatory refusal no, it falls under Part 9 of the Immigration Rules, paragraph 9.7.2. Sa no a danger. She said, you refuse under 9.7.2. Now, more can say, which are intro into your credibility is not good. And then I try say, na wodi be nso no, enye intro na wo betwa na wo da abaje visa. So automatically no ye nhwe wade no mu kra ye be refuse so. Enti say you refuse under 9.7.2 it creates automatic refusal any application wo de be ko akoto wanim. Kwamra ne say you refuse nimpa no under 9.7.2 future applications shall be refused under 9.8.1.2.3. International say, no. The moment I will say you refuse, now you are trust say, therefore, you are refused under 9.7.2. As I say, we say, ya ban no account. So ban no, it will last for 10 years. And no, as I say, we two anamon. Until then, you refuse na ya ban no. We try and throw our application form no so. And now say document na would support you or visit visa application no a false. And now say a fake. Then I bet me a false and a fake. Bank statement no and you correct. Who create now they can application no. And now say birth certificate. And now say whatever document I would support you no. Or more finding out to say a fake dear ombeba no after the refusal. And one no na SSL utna sida obi sa won say no kre say fake and I say no kre. Say no kre dear even though almost say you don't have right to admin review or right to appeal no ubetumi e de won akọ court ma omo abetire mu say nyinaso be na omo wa omo de obeka say which and tro na yekwa yenim no ye betire mu nia ebetumi aba say nia wo ye no weni eda ho na wo ye a ye frɛ no willful anasa weni enna ho a ye frɛ no innocent ye bekyerɛ mu na yehu kwan a wo de befa so ti mepo so ha na
Yo, like Asmah, what, yeah, dear. What chichimo na numbers. Na say figures a yɛde ma no sometimes it will be na yɛnkɔte aseɛ nti na wakyekye mu sɛ there are certain numbers bi wɔ hɔ a so motwerɛ wɔ hɔ a na kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ band ɛho na ebi wɔ hɔ a band ne bi wɔ hɔ a wobɛtumi etu ho anamo band ne bi nso wɔ hɔ a wotu ho anamo a ɛnyɛ yie nti na wakyerɛ nea yɛbɛtumi ato ho anamo no ɛyɛ is it 692 and 69.5 692.5 and I want to get it right.
972
9
9.7.2
972, yeah. No, now bet to me. Ako di ho and wako challenge and I say o de be call na ya ye hu bibi e de ama. Last month see I ate ase. Netre say ya nipa da se ni ankasa no. Eto de bia ye bibi a ya adwen enni so. O we si ya na enye boapaye. Anase mbia wunnim se saa na tie ye ka a visa application there are few words be na technical bi wo ho a ye bisa o saa na wonti ase wo de wunnim enti no wonti ase mu no na wo de be answer saa question no na mom se ekoba ne se efikase mu se wo wonti ase mu na enti saa enti ye ntro bi na wetwa anase we be see let me just use this word like fraud hunsem wa bo fraud bi wo baby a na kire say eho na wo no enye saa na wote asa na say wanti ase yie no o say wotu hu anamo enti ye ba be hwe lo asma makwa akoye visa yi ma apply saa visa no me bae no ya ma me saa na figures say ya ban me 10 years me nim say application na me ye no kronjin anampo information anka me gina so de ye no saa na nka me de minim me nkai say mbia eye bibi different kra e wo mo system ne mo enti ekoba ne saa na se me share da o man share da o me de me hu se me share omo be de hu se me share da ana so be de hu se man share da eno ne saa willfully na wo kire mu no se me share da binim nso me share da na me de call ye ana se minim nso minim se saa na tie enti na je say two things ye ba be we na yahwe kwa ye befa so a ye betumi use eno no na ye dey challenge sa refusal na omo dey amaye no enti no ya ma me band for 10 years ya refuse me with the band for 10 years ena sa figures yi appear wo mu last ma kwan ben na metumi afa so na maka say ade e dey ama me die there be say ensem o mugina so because whenever home office be ban no no omo anka se hye nsem no de ma say wo kan say eninti ye say wo kan say omo anka se be koti wo saa enti omo akoti wo ne wa produce amom no eto de bi krampo a eya ye nti ase na wa kogina eno so aka say no me ko na me de akokot na ana se me de ko judicial na ya hwe ama me pese me tete me ho anye bia kra no 10 years ne de nkomo yin free ho so mo ma me mre kakra mpo na me san ya reapplication na nkeye na 10 years ne de emotwende do plasma kwan ben so na o se mefa na me ye saade nansa na obeba so no on se home office nso mehu bi pen eto de bia ensem na omode ba se eye wo na wo se ye wo se wo na wo se se wo na wo se se enenti no enye no krenti ya gina so e de ya refuse no mehu obi de a ebaaye no saa nsem na omo kaaye no enti saa afi na omo de obi fufuro omo anka so omo de obi fufuro din akɔhye ho se wo na wo se wa ware obi sei osimasi sei me ka obi de a minim wa ware osimasi sei na enya nokre because osimasi sei no oni system ne mu anase ya ban ne pen nti se wo na wo se wa ware na na che se wo so we de atro a untumi twetwa ho nti wo so ya ban no wo so ohun refusal letter no hu say nipa din a ye de ato na ade ezu onim no ono mpo ye Ghana ni nipa ekura nso ye Nigeria ni onti din ni da na je say home office na make akosi anso say home office sometimes omo nso ni omo gina so de refuse ana mo de ban ne ono omo nka so mo tumi ye mistake nti say no nso na se wo hu say no omo no ma ye mistake na je say eno nso betumi de akọ judicial review no na yakohwe nti sisi ano anamo ben na obetu na waye saade no pacho adaroma
Yo, etiefo na ahwefo ese se ya say nimpa bia e fallible. Nimpa bia e fallible. Enti home office for nso omo ye nimpa. Nimpa na omo decide application de call mo enim no. Sometimes they mix things up. Obi din se nya wo tro mu no. Refusal no be kan na say na we dey say emfa me ho kra in any way. Let's just say they have mixed things up. Nti wono na say we bold. Now we challenge say no. This one I will not let it slide. Now producer, thank you very much. We share screen as well. The context is this: suitability. Because the moment I'm a no, then the idea is say you are not suitable to be allowed into the UK because of conduct. So the policy under consideration is suitability. False representations, that's number 1. Deception, number 2. False documents, number 3. Non-disclosure of relevant facts, number 4. Now, false representations will be everything what kind of application form no representation. This is we try and draw application is what it falls for refusal and the suitability. Deception. So we try and draw with the view to deceive and get a visa. That will be a suitability matter, and that will fall for refusal and ban. So false documents now they call your document this time and yet form an application form no asem na ye kan. Nembom document now with the support to application no a fake that will fall under suitability and is ground for refusal, mandatory ground. We'll come to that. Non-disclosure of relevant facts. Non-disclosure of relevant facts is more or less like false representation. You refuse to pay a relevant fact. So when disclose here, it will affect. And I say, we refuse to pay. What can yes? Now you cultural say, give the details. You refuse to 4 times, and a 1 man only 3. But when the other person will become that is non-disclosure of relevant fact, because that fact is relevant to the application. And anything else here so be disclose here what they akwate baby say one person will be boss. So we run a free, so we know we run a free. The question is, did you have to disclose? And when disclose you now you can see say we have version 4. Version 4 of the Home Office policy about November 2023. Producer, please go down for us. So you can see, say it is published for Home Office staff November 14, 2023. So just under 6 months, and now we about out. Now what's your content now? I will take you down to meaning of the terms. Meaning of the terms. No, producer, go back to the content for us. So meaning of the terms. And see, meaning of false. We are not going to go into it, but false means false. Representations. Until we are talking about representations. Information. Into representations and information will be on the application form. I have VAF. VAF is the visa application form. Say information what you are representing to the caseworker. No. Information no say false it will fall for refusal. Document they can application to prove your case and also false it will trigger refusal. No, see relevance and knowledge of false representations, false information, and false documents. I know important because who argue case now who court, especially for judicial reviewer. The question is, did I know about this falsehood? That's why they are saying that knowledge of false representations, knowledge of false information, and knowledge of false documents. and how relevant that is to your case. Say you refuse and that's you refuse yet. Nyamrano can say whether you knew about it or you didn't know about it, false is false, and therefore so when nim kra wona wo ma permission ema ye no wudin mu until whether you knew or you didn't know, it will call for suitability assessment. Now I see cases not involving deception. There are instances the case will not involve deception until eno ehwa na wo be target na we move wo argument towards. So now my boss no make part 9. Part 9 Part 9 of the immigration rules does not apply to applications made under false representations, false information. And now more or less, so we your application now already in which and trying to abandon automatically, straight away, not ya abandon. But the instances are part 9 will not apply. Yen komu deep bebre, but yen share types of way, considering false representations. Case workers are supposed to look at the following. 1, say nipa no aye mistake ewa application form no so. And I say why mistake no the document be akofra ehia say nka ode be fra. 2, say we deceive deception by a third party. Say obi no your application ma o say eye agent, say wadamfo, say ye hwan, say nipa no eye third party. And na why ade no tina obeka say oh obi no ye ma mi o minim say okan say and I say minim say or the fryer. Let's just say the deception is by a third party. What is the implication? So now my boss so you want mandatory refusal, which is 9.7.2, and you want discretionary refusal 9.7.1. Discretionary refusal no a light. Until no case worker no be susu say me farmer because me susu say wo kwa wo mma. Yes say we control e wo baby and I say we suban enye. So it has nothing to do with your conduct. Until no you refuse another time no betumi either apply BM. But mandatory no you refuse you cannot until 10 years. Discretionary cancellation. Cancellation so when they we do na ya cancel ade no and I say won do ye na ya cancel and I say we do airport na ya cancel. That is 9.7.3. And there what discretionary cancellation 9.7.4. Nti wo mu different levels. And there what procedural fairness. Produce and patchoko asie light kakra leave it there. Yeah. Procedural fairness ehwo na asam no ewo no. Nti imran say wususu say nipa no etwa call the person and tell them say I suspect foul play with your application and the document, and your friend minded to refuse interview. So you call the person and interview the person for the person to clarify na wususu no. Ebi kra na wususu no yes anetie. It is any pan clarify na yes anetie, then you know the approach to take. Your friend minded to refuse. It is any home office or more yes sir, and as a case worker no yes sir there, then there will be procedural issue. Because it's a procedural matter by a public agent or an arm of the state, it calls for judicial review. If you are denied administrative review, you go straight for judicial review. But I'll take you through the process towards judicial review. Then, I'm examples be. So if you are interested, you can Google this policy online, then you can go through. But we are going to go straight into the procedural processes. Now, producer, you can move this and we'll get back into that. So you can take this off. So, it's for the actual for you procedural fairness. As I say, case workers omudanedi. Some procedural fairness, what can I say? To be fair to Nimpano, make sure say one man Nimpano warning say I intend to refuse your application because I have seen XYZ. And if that happens, I will punish you under Part 9, mandatory refusal. Please, I want you to explain the following. If the say Ubeme Nipano Achro no diaba, ana say ube invite no na we interview no. That is the mandate to refuse under the procedural fairness. So one yes sir, then you have not followed the policy. That means the refusal might be true, but you have not followed the policy to refuse and ban. So your 9.7.1 there, don't worry, you can always reapply. But 9.7.2 there, is very, very serious. What it means is, Home Office, and as a case worker, say your suitability is at stake. Deception, because you have told a lie to get the visa. A kwabasa, a conduct issue. Santi, for 10 years, no, it's a punishment. Now, so who sa, na can say, don't sleep. You have to act on it because it will stay for 10 years. Then now they call fight it. So call policy ni more. Now all can say because deception is a conduct matter, no, you cannot say Nipano has been dishonest or has deceived with the intention to gain immigration advantage. You have to make sure say when follow process no.
Okay.
Producer person okasa host person okasa na
Say na hono na me who say deception no say memfa ne say dodo na ebi mu enyo mu na ya na mo ye visa application no ebi wo ho mo de man crofo na eye sebi ebi mo kro mu ni ma kenkan ebi mo kra no eno a say yesi or kwa abrochiri or ko diff country for front ye application ama no enti no say grounds we say deception na we are going to talk about how odebe kona ye yisa first one no ye serious one no ye free so no na unim say Home Office is talking about deception. So deception you are unim says yes deception but how do you go and then defend that adia unim no how do you defend it oh na o kana ye minanka kana mpese o sensi subium na yenti ase ye
yo you be policy ni mu but under deception no policy ni say the burden of proof is on the person alleging deception.
okay yeah
Case worker now or say which and throw and I say would the in the ada visa.
sa
Say in the ada no application form no so nya waka no wom and now say in the ada no document would their support to application no nya case worker no can say would in the ada adie visa. Na say o say me de ndada na me de beje visa dia mra na say edi kan wo bo me kokko ana did you send a warning to me which is the mandate to refuse notice. So when you say there then there's procedural unfairness. That's number one. Good, that's point one. Point two. The burden of proof is on the Secretary of State and as a case worker no to prove. Enti senipa no conclude say you have deceived her because of information wo and then ya omo wadada no e contradict and now say document a wo de aba wo ye nhwehwem no omo ehu say enya no kore no o say we deceive na wo call mu a o say deception whether you knew or you didn't know. That is the point. Whether knowingly or unknowingly. If you didn't know, that means obi no yeah within. If you know or you knew there, like I say, one away there, we yeah. Intuition policy no because say false representation or deception by a third party on your behalf. Also, whether you knew or you didn't know, it's a cause for concern.
Right.
But a hono and I say whether the procedural fairness point has been covered by the Secretary of State. Because on one policy, I can say case workers must be fair to applicants. So if you are not being fair, then you have breached public law policy. And what now to be court because it's a public constitutional matter. Now you can say case law also establishing the same point. Whether the person has been dishonest by way of deceiving the caseworker, or the person innocently deceived.
Right.
So if it is innocent, there, let's just say there a silly mistake be.
Now,
And that's will be no yema will be. And that's a one thing I will ye cry as the anti we create problem. Then that will be innocent misrepresentation.
Okay.
Now say you're innocent there, how do you approach it?
Okay.
With your knowledge in so how do you approach it?
Approach it. Okay.
You can see, sir, if it is with your knowledge, and no. But if it is not with your knowledge there, then it might be innocent. But it might also be that it was with your knowledge, but a mistake. How do you approach it?
Okay.
Is it a case, sir, where deceive you and I say, wait there a mistake na akoba? So you have to convert deception to mistake.
That's correct.
You have to convert dishonesty to innocent representation. That is the way you go about it. A mathematical, but at the same time law.
Enti saa mienu we no, if you prove that as innocent or you convert it to innocent ne dia, ene obetumi apele ama nyame adoma ana law no betumi ama wedi nkunim. Na okay, enti saa netie.
Enye appeal per se, nembom u challenge say ni omo aye no emfa kwan mu.
Emfa kwan mu. Okay. Afe na meti ase.
Ya catch us say visitors visits no admin review, no appeal right.
Right.
Into sure next steps no catch us say you may apply in future or you may apply again or you cannot apply for 10 years.
Okay.
Nothing else. But what necessarily say hang on. If I look at this critically, I can see that they didn't follow the procedure properly. And therefore, there has been procedural impropriety or procedural unfairness. So I'm challenging them by way of constitutionality, which is the policy itself.
Enti wene de se wonya bibisa na as individual layman me amenti mu technical words ni na se ne se yenya refusal bibisa na e bon 9.7.2 ne pe na so do ko hu lawyer no hwe case ni mu ye amount say is there any possibility chance be you bet me prove your innocence your mistake and I say your unknowingly no we prove na yetumi aye hu bibi mpacha enti sa
Sanity, that is the essence of and the enkomo ayedie.
Matthias, eti last man sisi ano ye hu se eye nukre ubetumi se ubenya ade miensen nkwa wo refusal ne mu a ubetumi a challenge ema ebetumi ayeye na eye na ebi nso wo ho a me ma case bi a me hu ye na nienti o mo refuse me fan say etama ye mama nkrofo certificate of sponsorship to apply for visas and stuff like that no yehu ebi some of the quack agencies omo so mo tena so no mo kunkun mo tirimo so mo ye den o omo nya COS as whatever means no COS itself nangasa na ye genuine but the certificate number no na ehu atichima kakra enti no omo de koya application no na home office can say omo de intro na COS ne kra mu no it doesn't exist and I say company kro na issues as COS no omo so omo nim ho hwe enti me fa say COS ne de genuine na mo me contact company no company ne say na hospital say care work no omo si omo nim ho hwe ema ye bande ni pay 9.7.2 yi enti obi sa no say such a case no obetumi nso akwakoye ne uka ye say innocence ana mistake ana say onim say sa na ti obetumi edina so sa de aye abra agency na ye ma no
Yo me that's na apart from visitors visits no yeah ma right of admin review or what have you no other ones no including skilled worker visas no they give you admin right.
Oh, okay. And now I get the difference.
They will give you admin right. Most people don't pursue the right. There are 3 of such cases yɛde aba m'anim a mede challenge akɔ efekesi mu.
Okay.
Baako decision no aba. Eba ya no ne omo kan ne say we have maintained the refusal decision. Number we have removed
the ban.
No, not the ban. The ban has not been removed. We have lowered it from knowing to not knowing. I told the person, so obviously they won't give up.
Okay.
So, but from where we are, they are saying that, oh, even though they thought, say, you knew about it, now they are saying that it's possible, say, you didn't know about the COS now, what call a fake, That means a third party. So, you can't go back to them, but you can go to court and tell the court by way of judicial review, say, look, they have agreed with me, say, I didn't know about this.
Yes.
I'm an innocent applicant.
Yeah. Exactly.
Prospective employee.
Exactly.
I got this offer from the employer. Exactly. I couldn't have known, say, employer,
Sir.
So if I don't know about it, why will you punish me for 10 years?
10 years. Okay.
So they have to lower it from 9.7.2 to 9.7.1 so that you can reapply in future.
Okay.
But that decision will not be by Home Office because almost is not margin. But you have to do it at court, judicial review.
Okay. The whole difference now. The whole difference now.
Into what's a question is possible to challenge, and I have challenged, as I told you, 3 of such cases.
Okay.
Now, the next point I am making is say case law. I making the same point. Say Secretary of State, and I say case worker has the burden of proof. Say now all cano are correct. Case be a friend Balajigari. Balajigari ne can say case worker. Make sure say nya wo kan no unim nya wo kan. So unim nya wo kan dia and the enkan sa because the burden is on you to prove it. There are other cases in so where supporting the same point. That means say ekoba say you say we transfer our application mu say information on the application form and now say document na we dey call no. If you are able to argue say 1, you are innocent or it was a mistake and therefore you have no intention to deceive. Now woman say deception because a conduct matter there are 2 tests.
Okay.
Test number 1, you have deceived, which and throw. Test number 2, the reason for that is to get something out of it intentionally.
Okay.
So I say deception with intent or intention to gain something, or misrepresentation with the intention to deceive. The question is say mistake would that be intentional?
No.
So minim hushia would that be intentional?
No.
Therefore, the test for deception cannot be met.
Hey. Law
And if there's no deception, then you cannot ban me mandatorily under 9.7.2.
Okay, so because they have the burden of proof no more can sa adie mienu yi. Now so even logically no say bibia unimu no eye den na eye with intention. Unimu a
Unim. Then it could be a mistake and
yes.
And also be no yema oba wanje information na ehia wo ade no ho no enyina o de ono anadwen na o de fefa ho because ofili say onim enough.
Sa.
And answer what catch no but oye no why mistake e wo din mu.
Hey, and yeah, bibia ye law, not just a law so dear. Unimu pa na whatever refusal, you bet to me, I minimize it 10 years band no to just maybe normal refusal in a beya company for and I say when you visiting for fraud, say we call no now wait to me I say application and I'm an ye. So that when one there one go who lawyer Asmah. When you bet to me I one go who lawyer. Is it that straightforward? Emma individuals are Obeka say yama me band and yashi me am fight it. Abra won't name the technical words to use to prove to them say omo no my mistake and I say ni omo say wo why mistake and now why wedding trono ni omo sie no that's omo bed ya also omo prove say ni wo sie na no kre no say nya no kra na che say obetumi edi nkunim na omo yi sa band no efro so
Yo na
lawyer
yo me that say nya e wo me say because I want to mean call on him nanim direct ninti wo de be call kasiem
sa
ni court no because visitors you don't have right of admin review. Admin review take you to the home office or the caseworker. But say caseworker say you can't come to me for any with any explanation there. Then you can go to the caseworker's boss at your court.
Enti ohono Matias yes sisi wo fie wo Africa wo back home wo Ghana to be precise na ade we akoso na yamao sa bani court na bi wo Ghana ana se o se wo pe lawyer wo krom ha na onya sa ade ne ma na se ye wo home office for court wo Ghana e bia na minim se obi nso be bisa such a question nti no mpacho ohono kwan ben na obefa so na oni omo akọ court Ghana court ana UK court.
Yo, now wait there, me sa question ba could be then you know fancy idea.
Sir.
We application no rubber na we use here.
Omo UK mrano na we use.
Nti wo de court be na wo de be call.
And they say UK court na because say UK court na bi wo Ghana na because
e bi Ghana. UK pen e wo. Enti na we when say first off, you can't do admin review. So you go directly with a pre-action protocol
okay
letter. That is notice of claim. Your claim is that they have innocently accused you and banned you unfairly. So you have to establish, say, they didn't follow the procedural fairness approach. You have to establish, say, you didn't have intention to deceive. Whatever has happened. Then, with that, you know, they will come back to say, okay, your assistant yajin, and I say assistant yajin. So, then you go to court. Because the reason for pre-action protocol is to tell the person, say, once it's someone but they will go court. I'm a court, they make a decision.
Okay.
Inti pap na yekano. A warning letter say me do court. That's why we don't have to joke with pap.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't know one man to cry, oh, can you do pap? Can you do pap? Can you do pap? As if say a mere thing. That's serious. It's you. Good. So once you do the pap or you send the pre-action protocol letter, the letter will go to the litigation department of the home office. They will process the information, look at the representation, and give you response.
Yeah.
The moment I'm response, you have to move on to go to court. I had no should be being so. Or 90 days from time now, refusal decision or 90 days. Whether you are doing a pre-action protocol or you are not doing a pre-action protocol, the starting point is the date of refusal, not the date we have PAP and I say we need a PAP decision.
Okay.
That means you can't waste time. Say I don't buy and order to 1 week na baby now order come lawyer say lawyer ya PAP mommy. PAP no emba na 90 days no aso.
So
Enti you refuse to now catch a lawyer say na ba ya ban me. Say me challenge it because na one can maintain here.
Yeah.
Then right away we will prepare the PAP and send the PAP to the home office. They will review immediately within a short time. Impose a you go straight to court with your judicial review application and tell them, say, I have sent the PAP, there is no response, but the time is up or is about to expire. So I have to exercise my right to judicial review.
Okay.
Say ewu wo nsemu a 90 days ne so na won call court wa, you are out.
No.
They will tell you say you didn't come on time.
Sir.
And there's a maxim in fairness or justice. The maxim says if you want equity, you must do equity.
Equity.
Nti say wo pese ye tie wudi a ene ye ntem.
To anamontam.
To anamontam. Nti say mfa wo ho na wenti wentu anamontam dia ene the court so be ka tell say yensu mfa ye ho.
Fire ho.
Yeah, wade no. So 90 days are very strict timeline.
It's 90 days you grow there they say also obi kra bisa 28 days na o say ye man no na etwam nti obeye ne den lawyers wem say ya kasa ma emre ekọ ya cheche mu adodo na ma agi emre ni nyina nti no yemfa kakra na aka no emetiefo na ahwefo sa yembia ne ye ka ho asem no omo wonsemfo ebibisa empo se mfa we hu na bibi foforo ha wadwen to nkwadanda opese obisa wo nsem a akwanya da ho mebie telephone lines no tine be ya obetumi afre se wo question na nheda mfa topic hu don't worry you are still at liberty to ask any question at all wo emre hu nsem no lawyers ma ha obeyi wa no enti 0208 1231016 and I said 073-9920-8468. Ubetumi afre. Sayembia baby awono. Akwenya emma o kwan na untumi mfre a. Jai voice note. Ujai voice note na. Metumi abo ama. 075-96620-154. Hey, na make am profit te corner. Train say ya no be sin tem keke na. Be some question to the 4 hour about my so when me first caller. And open my good morning, baby biara. Oh, me did so ye. Then a bit to me, I am. Okay, so free.
Because free Leicester.
Leicester, you your Leicester phone and patcho an opel question is saying.
An open question is skilled making skilled work and be by.
Okay.
Now my company no. Now me my company back no me no the back at the end of the J COS the my buy. No more revoke first one. More revoke no license but because I know my the contract I know we but because of back no dealing to know back na aka and no contract ni be a different place because of a new to know as still our my to my na me person me who say and a home office for intro ba ma me de we be na no aka say o ma revoke license no ya suspending a license but you see be January more but up to now you kwa adwuma ye bibia ba we yi nkofo adi ba me person me who say license na o ma revoke no e won so bu still ha ye adwuma ma no e won so bu ye friend say COS ne so na say because o ntimi anhye dan kire ye mu ye ba enso ye pese ye hu ne da ye ho so
we dey answer lawyers my be background no kakra minim ni say company say our company mienu miensan ne ogina so de eye sponsor ne ma wo no na say revoke dia ene wo sonsanso e wo so say why transfer say ono no employer our company A na say company A ya gine ni tumi nkrata no home office for ne minim so mema obusumi mienu say company or the buyer no imagine to me enti no bo mode anape bi anase kufie se wentumi enye bi bosumi mienu dia e beka se ne kufie na se ono a within no onim na se obeye sa transfer no no a se second one no eye adwuma dia ono anka se betumi a transfer I don't know how it works but to say a ye amount 2 months and I twa back no mo no obetumi akọ company from me to me a switching no more so ma COS ni bi internal switching no na nhye da hard went say odi free Ghana ba say ono nso no the same company details ni nso there I don't know how it works mean to me who say ono ano or register company A and ono any details nso no register company B I don't know how that one works into my lawyer Asmah aba be chechemu nsonso na be a question kakra o so bisa no we bisa until last man mpacho ye nua be me then home office na answer na home office sometimes almost send email o anya nya na omo tro to the address no enti ya check mails so if it's from January now until if you mesro check mail na check junk mo so why yo last one pacho okay osi onyanya mail bia last man pacho mo ebe na ebetimi de ama no
yo director mpacho ti say
Bacho nyamia duo na bacho nso e.
so we pa say na wasam no ano ye because ejuma odia no na one or two numbers ameti ase ntiti ya me ne o ka say say ejuma na eni ho ana say company license na omo agye fi nsem
Oma revoke license no.
Ba ya gene license.
Ya gene license. Okay. Ana nti ejuma no ya gene license no wabo mu nyina ma na say na esi ana say wo twan say home office ba kan bibi a kire
Bacho yako ye oni ehia be miensan ko enan ba ye no de ne yefesi hu ni se sisi an ye nim ye way forward say bia enyan susu aso ye visa because company back no na wa system no ma che no ase baby am free omu cancel ni nim no ntina ase ne contract omu anje free ni nsem ba no sa wo bi wo be before fro I want to cancel no AJ contract ni free nsem because no onye adwuma wo hon change no omunim ni ye.
Oh, enti nipa fancy nipa ba kumbo with different companies sana tie.
Aha nipa ba ko company mi look.
Right. Tima mimi sawo. If company A and B, no A and B. Visa no is it attached to A or attached to B?
Attached to near revoke no.
Auntie, what do you forget about the fact so our companies be brain to me mamu ejuma be brain. What no is in the name of near revoke no. So what is here? So that is where the danger lies.
Exactly.
The company no a no oma we ejuma no a ye gina soma wo sponsorship no. Akwa to say university. So university no yegunu. Ndi yegunu dia ubetuma atwa adesuan no so anase wuntumi ntwa so. Santi se company no ura no opa o 60 days obetumi issue sponsorship in the name of company B no second company no now wetumi aye application foforo pacho what is here so to oye ne sade a fine so ntumi ye ne sade a this okopa ejuma foforo but you have to act now aye abi mu baka say oh me try home office mo the letter bremi letter no maye ntimi you okay and sometimes when ejuma no baka tell say we have received a letter from the home office which says XYZ into say yan kan kire nti so mo aka kire sometimes no eye ejuma the same way but what does say wunim and I say wunim no you know what to do to act now why
me bachero number to lawyer meet me nya o number so am free e ba bi so na ye beto aso bia because anya me nkwaye nuanom bebre ba me na me ni so ehye mo aka bebre o
when leader no that's fine yo obetumi afre number no why and ye dey ama was
screen so the number no was so say won to me hu ama me mbobo ma e 079 otro
Mbaswa metro
4763 mention asie biom 079 4763
Mbaswa menya
6037
acho nya ene mbaswa meda se pa ye damasen so ni madwuma pa mudi
yeah also to me ma for now we application no why
me basho
all right
yeah
amen yeah that's one so share program ne ma me why Mr. we need him
Mpasho masha ma me go for ni nyina.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Sanity. Papa, yeah, that's it. Miracle. Yeah, that's it. Yenria Emery say, lawyer, please, my skilled worker visa has been refused by Home Office. Reason for the refusal is that the company license has been revoked. I want to know if I can make another application for the same care route. Oh, and yeah, over to me, yes. So when you come,
to say any energy no
when you come in a full from no bema, COS full from no year revoke ye there. Over to me, and yeah, she say why. Obetumi aye. Member way na afe wo de menkan we was I bring the audio up. Please. Does one qualify?
Papa.
Papa.
Yemfa caveat ebi enkane a wo kan ye no ho. Em say wo ka kire nipa ne say oh obetumi aye foforo wonya COS foforo a. Nipa we betumi atwen 5 months. Onya foforo a wo say me ba programs no mo kan say metumi aye foforo. Wo betumi aye foforo within 60 days. Why? Because one name is foforo within 60 days. Nti betumi aye within 60 days.
Okay. Sa yo yeti ase. Na mom share band no so se band no enye just refusal. Refusal na enye normal refusal na mom band say ne na ya cheche mo me patcho kinkan ye anza na wato anamo why yen hwe we producer patcho for question is ambre me why na member we so ni enti.
Hello, good morning, Manye Ten. Good morning, lawyer Charles Asmah. Me pacho me person me bisa question kakrana. Me bisa to her because we do time amoye program na me ye we me ye jumanti nya me boy letter na nyumre no. Me pon na meti. Me pacho me plan ye uni na me jina no so e dey J 5 years. Na time no aso. Say me call Jimmy indefinite. Until me person me bisa lawyer Charles say Nema Bena me here me de beko because me here me first application in there as a 6 months bank statement, 6 months pay slips, and me here in there no. Na se no me so 5 years ni na my age ma se intimi me oba ne there no se Nema Bena me here and me so Nema Bena me here. Pacho me say wana o ma lawyer just as na acheche me mukakra why and I feel so there to bio on the 2000 no 2020 no me COVID time me call local Ghana me did 5 months me call 16th March na me ba 31st July it me person me bisa lawyer just as na say sa dia na chair yes about 5 months no e bit me affect me indefinite nana me that's me tell later bye.
Okay, last man.
Yo, me pacho, number me only sunti. Now about document, is it for indefinite? And I said for the next 2.5.
In say or say 5 years.
Until we really 5 now, or quite indefinite. Yo, question number 2, no answer ne say, ube to me, I am indefinite because one kwaka 6 months plus. It was within also 5 months. That means fine. So you were on holiday. That's okay. Even that, we say ukayare and do a medical excuse. So the back home. Now, the first one is ukaya indefinite. Document ben now we here. Document now we hear English, we hear life in the UK, we hear evidence say what's now Chrome have for 5 years. We hear evidence say passport, all passports now ekura wono old one and the new one no copies ni nyina ekere say ampa days a we see we di no Chrome ha no sa na tie na o de aka ho ope enchechiremu mo a obetumi afre na ya no 1 amount.
Sir. English nso pese me boa wa mpupu tibra eze enra obi oba chasa me nua be obehu me ka ne sen Thursday no na ne we ni ebewu next I think next week into say or try English ne temtem na onya ye odikoji indefinite because now over 2.5 na odi ne kunu ogina ne kunu so ene ye femu few minutes me kire no nyoma baby se bisa no ene se ne oso ka no ne ade eye Tuesday no akotra say hey manyeti you see my pass with distinction
Good, good,
akole
good.
ene agia ma ohu ne oya ne ho odofo wa ho maso pacho mayente wonka ye fra se na ka se free.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Amati and Rachas. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Per se ni bisa kwesi kakra I'm not too clear, so the professionals for her there make my ideas. So what I was trying to ask you say, no 5 years route,
okay,
getting to indefinite, but unfortunately, baby, I'm meeting not a share house, but my move up a bigger house. So that because minimum no does but bigger house na minya so na misika na agent for no everything extra. I have to get someone attached to me to get the property. So I quite joint property or a contract. But in this case, the question is, it is do say me for apply for indefinite now. Now, must me the next agreement number. It is someone who other person need deal attached to contract, because and I'm say me deny about 5 years route, switch from 10 to 5. Will it create a problem? Say I didn't know I want to behind that now. My joint, and second thing is second question is now me to say obibisa question about what are requirements for indefinite. Yes. So the same says that so does that mean say you need to get all your P60 for the last 5 years attached to that one? Your requirement to put out the only one P60
no. P60 instead about yearly. So to me
yes,
fine.
About yearly.
Anna about yearly so prove 5 years now to me bad day I say fine. Anna
and Capitana you need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Say lawyer charge and all
to get the 5
Okay.
Maybe so Anna.
There be
and because I also prove years no so and now it's just logical now.
Along the line, maybe another same switchy a Jumano couple for American
and found me and found but lawyers my bet you why last ma me baby na dwan in tanta into no yen church anymore.
Yo, director, it is saying good. Question number 1. How? Why? Sir, we are co-tenant. It doesn't matter. You only need 1 room. You're going to me, Mrs. Argentina, Ukwaji, one no, Bisuji, Akano. Why? So you don't have a problem with the tenancy. Why?
Okay.
Question number 2. Question number 2. So, what should I pay P60s? No, a B IRA, which means the bank statement. Assume just a bank statement in a baby. Internet is easy to use P60. No, say P60 no, unya, which means Aqua HMRC online account. I have a government gateway. We create account. No, I print it with tax history. Now I kama. Why?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's
thank you so much for.
You're welcome. Share program name, mommy. Why?
Yo, Martin.
Yo, yamra be or say any about lawyer Anne so eba non fa poto kasa ne embraye. Nansa no a question we dear lawyer Asmah. Nipa ne bisa me every day be our friend ebisa fiti Monday no. Say me bisa ma no enti mesre. Na tia ne say one ne yire omoba skilled migrant we be. Omoba just under omunya 1 year mpo because yeah omunya I think they came around if anything be October November nim na boy yi omubai say na ne mpena wa ha wo nya ne yire because on de ne yire na buy ne mpena no so wo nkrata all right na mom wakwa akɔhwɛ go abrone ne yire into bisa go na wakɔhwɛ no mpra ne sei wa ma ne warning sɛ ɔne ɔwo a since ɔno be hye go ne de ɔde ne din na beto akwala ne so because ne line momo na wa beto no ha na line momo yekodi nkomo because maba na nkomodie mu no yakwa akɔhwɛ go meka go a atiefo mo bete me ase wakɔhwɛ nyinsen abrawo yere ɔne ne yere skill worker na bae obey ya fe no afa ifunu enche bia na ne boy ni concern ni say girl na hye ne bo say oni owo a wono a na odi ne din beto certificate ni so boy sunso osuro say bia na akonya nsensanso ewo one ne yire na ewa ha no mpacho problem be na betumi akoso no and na secondly say odi ne din ni to so a na say o divorce ne yire we a one ne baaye a omo baaye nchi o divorce no a obetumi akwakọware girl yi a one ne baaye e wo krom ha ana so obetumi aya aware no afrifie na na omomfa use no mfa apply ne yere foforo a wonya ne but me question no
yo nti edi kan no be ma yo no no ye main and so ye dependent dependent okay nya emra no e kan ne say so we your ba wa ware na wo kwanyim na wo kwowo a akwala no ye be ma no o cha ware na ase no ne ba
sa
emra no nka say we ye be ma wa ware na wo kwowo wo e wanche a akwala no eye we oba na woni ne wo aware na ase ne ba akwala no eye sa oba na woni na wo abanten no ne ba nti akwala we yi no o maame ene ne a owa ha no a obeto no wa ha no ne ba ne maame sa maame we ewo afebo ewo krom ha akwala no ewo obeye British citizen.
Okay.
Under Section 1 of the British Nationality Act 1981 no. Say our British citizenship nso a akwala no ebenye bisara. Now, yenim say akwala no based on omaame no the situation, the status enunie. Say because of award aware no a one ne yerefi Ghana anaso manane eba ye no aware no ebe ye besa na aware jai eba bema no because o depend on the year no a oye main migrant nti aware jai bape na aware no yegu no by divorce certificate pa ono no ni status no asay because oba no na oboa no nti so oba no ni ho biomu a oni bi.
Okay.
Question is say obetumi agina ne ba we eso ana say yetumi hu say ne ba yi ewo bia so to me prove say our direct access to ne ba we oboa ma ye hwe ne ba we say dia obetumi agina ne ba we so na waji na waboa e ma ya hwe ne ba we
enti obisa osisi a na obisa se we hu se wakɔhye nyinsen no se ojae ne yire one ne baaye ojae na ene a be take some time so ye no wa ha e be take some time ansa na aware guo no ye mfa ne se minimum of 6 months na aware guo no aba enti sa time aware guo no beba o sha se na se home office enka straight away enche ne se with the application say wo ja ware ene internet na nkrata na say ti say divorce absolute na ba na be tre say nkrata na say ho nso na ye bisa question ana say entisa abre mu na sa nkrata na be say mu 6 months akra na fe kra na ya to aba no ntina roughly just under 2 months or 3 months ni enti obisa enti enkosi hwa say ebe wo akwala no na say divorce na go through e wa ha na opese onko ware ni mpren a one na anyem no eyeyie se obetumi aware no wa ha ana se nkomon ware free Ghana enfam bra no na aye mix understanding no kakra
in the problem no ene say pesa me chance say obetumi aware e wo UK ana say ontumi ware wo UK is that the question
and also can yes
right yenim say onye aware a ontumi ware foforo
Sir.
nti ese ojai answer question is say obetumi ejai within minim how long a omo aware and how long a omo atena eha unim how long omo atena kromo ha
Promo had the sell yes, come by na make us or mobile no October one or mobile, but Ghana the Oma worry by 1, my friends 2 years, mono ma worry or Ghana.
right nti like I said unfortunately omuntumi njai aware over UK because even though omo ti UK no omo ntena UK for at least 1 year.
Okay.
So we can't say that they are resident in the UK.
UK yet.
But on mine wa omo eware wo mu ne de omofa on mine mra so ejai and say egu aware no.
Ariano.
So o jai aware a obetumi aware foforo. Question is obetumi aware wo UK omemu and so ko ware ewo the chrome ne memu. UK mra ewo aware ho ne say aye omehwe as say wo ne council no ekasa council be call home office for permission. Until when you be check say whether papa we obetumi aware wo UK and say ontumi ware. Ma me ne de yenim so won asetena until obetumi aware wo UK but papa we no oni asetena because we ja aware until the visa no ye twum and say aye redundant. Sa na tie de a obetumi aware ana depending on information benye fi council no they will be able to make the decision. Tina meka say omo enfre council na omo timu no and so ba no betumi afre ne bara council office ho na we bisa say me pese me ware me kunu ne situation say oni nkrata ye betumi aware wa ha and say ko ware wo be ma no krom o ma kire mu akire no na omo ehuni a say omo ye.
Sorry, yo, lawyer Asmah. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Me friend me ba Anne na onfa potoka samodia no embre. Anne, you are welcome, my dear.
Hello, good morning, everyone, and happy Friday to you all. So, the topic for today was: did you know that you can challenge a UK visitor visa refusal and a ban? So, the first thing that we looked at is what a visitor's visa is to begin with. So, it's basically a visa that allows people from outside of the UK to come to the UK for various reasons. So, for example, if someone wants to come to the UK, to look around the area, to come and visit tourist attractions such as the London Eye, London Bridge, Big Ben, such a visa would allow them to do that. If they want to come to the UK for a family visit, a business visit, academic visit, or medical visit, a visitor's visa would allow them to come to the UK for these reasons. Today we looked at appendix visitors, which states different types of visas that there are. So first of all, there's the standard visa where an applicant can be given permission to visit the UK either for 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years. However, their stay in the UK should not exceed 6 months at a time. So, if, for example, they have been given 2 years permission to be in the UK, they have to be in the UK for 6 months, go back to where they came from, and then come back. So, they have to kind of go, come back, go, come back. Then we also have the marriage visa, which allows people to come to the UK to marry. And we also have the transit visas, which allows people to come to the UK for 48 hours in order to transit. So specifically, we looked at, or we established that visitors' visas can either be refused or an applicant can be banned. So what are the reasons for refusal? So under Part 9 of the immigration rules, paragraph 9.7.1, there is something known as discretionary refusal. So an application can be refused if, for example, the applicant provided false representations in their application form. So what that basically means is that if the applicant puts in wrong information, let's say they gave a different name or a different date of birth, the application can be refused for that reason, and that is known as false representations. If the applicant provided false documents, so for example, they provided fake bank statements to perhaps make it seem like they have more income, or they provided a fake birth certificate. For this reason, an application can be refused as well. Or if they did not disclose relevant facts, the application can be refused. And in that case, they would be able to reapply. However, there's also a circumstance where an applicant can be banned from coming to the UK for 10 years, and that is when they use deception in their application. So that is known as mandatory refusal, and that's under Part 9 of the Immigration Rules, paragraph 9.7.2. So in the application, the applicant will be asked whether they were refused a visa before, or whether their leave has been cancelled before, whether they have been removed from the UK before. And if the applicant, for example, says no to all of those questions, although perhaps they were refused a visa before, that would constitute deception, and that is quite serious. So in that case, they will be banned from coming to the UK. Their future applications will be refused, and the ban would last for 10 years. And as the child said, the burden of proof would be on the caseworker to prove that deception indeed had taken place. So when a application is, oh no, sorry, when an applicant is banned, there is no right for administrative review, or they will not have any right of appeal either. So that's where judicial review comes in, because the caseworker would have to follow procedural fairness, which means that they would have to at least give the applicant warning that their application is about to be refused, and they have to give the applicant a chance to explain themselves why, for example, deception was used to begin with. And if the caseworker does not do that, they wouldn't have followed policy. So in that case, the applicant will be able to issue judicial review proceedings. So in terms of the process and how it works, is that you'd have to write a pre-action protocol letter. So that is a letter before claim. You'd have to basically argue that there was no deception on your part, but rather it was an honest mistake that took place in your application. And you'd also have to argue that the ban was unfairly placed on you, and that they did not follow the procedure. And then you'd again have to show that there was no intention to deceive. And you'd have 90 days from the date of the refusal to lodge your judicial review proceedings. So that is the timeline. If you exceed the 90 days, you wouldn't be able to follow judicial review. So it's very important that if you want to go for judicial review, that you stick to that timeline. So that's just a quick summary for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Annie, for that explanation and in the English version. Yo, it's here for him say, aha, na edi dwumedie no ebebe na mo me bomon kai say, nyame adumochna, the community and the law ebeba so den into no make a date with us. Yenua bema oreku frimpon, ene ya papa lawyer Asmah, beka very, very, very important topic bi a me say yenina ebe benefit from. Into no make a date na beka ye ho ochna 4 o'clock sharp to 6 o'clock na ye di dwumedie no abe last ma ye ba be sorry ye mreko pa trade na odbejaye.
Yo, etiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ ɛnɛ nso yɛda obi biara ase sɛ yɛtumi aboa ne yɛsua adeɛ. Ɛnɛ nkɔmmɔdeɛ no say sɛ woyɛ applicant for UK visa application na yɛ refusal na yɛ aban wo a wobɛtumi a challenge anaa answer ne say yes you can. Na mbom ɛsɛ sɛ wo make sure sɛ wayɛ no ntɛm, because wokyɛ bebree a na ebro 90 days from date you refuse no a wasam no ebeye den court be ka kyerɛ sɛ wontumi ntoa so na ne abema you refuse ya ban no ne sɛ omesusu sɛ application form no which antro wo mu and as a document na wo de call ya support application no fake sa na etie dia it will ebema oma bano na sometimes on bano and omo chane say which are entro into one kind of cre and no emrane say a conduct and as a suban boni asem into kobasa as say woni omo fa emra kwan so omo policy a eba 14th of November 2023 na can say before mayor sa no as I say omo make sure say omo nim niam omo ka nti say wo hwe na hu say ne omo ka no enta asumu a ebe hia say oni won be fa emre kwan mu enka say we need right to appeal and say we need right to admin review nti wo betena ho wetena ho na 90 days pa ho dia wo betena ho sa for 10 years eno na ye pese ye be avoid it ya me ya adomo a senia host e kan na china ye be hia e china nkomo no e ye good pa wo akwala e wa amenone wo no wa amenone wenyini e wa amenone question is say wo betumi aye application e wo ho ama akwala no aye British citizen na ordinary citizenship aba UK ana eno ho enkomo na ye betwetwe no china so make a date with us. Shalom.
Peace. Sanet ye. Etie wona hwefo. Ahana. Twede ampokokroko. Oyama ya kwenya na de dwumedie no abewie. Me ma mo nyina a very beautiful weekend. Menye ne menye. Me gide se weekend be yinhira de ama. Bye bye. Next week we'll meet again.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services. Welcome to BWF Solicitors, a trusted and experienced law firm specializing in immigration and nationality, appeals and judicial review, dispute resolution, family and matrimonial, and other family law disputes with international context. These include matters such as private child arrangement orders, contestant and uncontested divorce, non-molestation for domestic violence, and financial remedy. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you at such a difficult time. Our advice is delivered in a confidential and sensitive manner. Meet Bernard Owusu, our esteemed senior partner. With over 32 years of experience and known for his expertise and dedication to serving our clients and the community. BWF Solicitors stands for integrity, respect, excellence, teamwork, diversity, inclusion, and service to the community. We provide tailored assistance specific to your case. At BWF Solicitors, every day is filled with dedication, creativity, and a commitment to finding the best solutions for our clients. Our team at BWF Solicitors is ready to assist you with all your legal needs. You can find us at the 4th floor, Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters, London, N15 4NP. Our main office line is 0208 493 7340 or our emergency line is 07712 761 884.